showing love, supporting, being a supporter, being media. Duchess is very qualified. It's just insane to me. Like I said, I get it. It's a lot of new fans. Fine. If you didn't know, now you know, nigga. But to be again nasty about it or to speak like what you're saying is a fact is crazy. It's unacceptable. I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. I can't let y'all disrespect people that been doing this shit for so long and y'all only disrespecting them because y'all don't know where they came from or what they represent or who they are. Shout outs to Duchess. She was great on the panel. I actually didn't really, well, again, my timeline might look different. I didn't really see people complaining that Duchess was, I don't know, out of line or wrong, whatever the case is, but she didn't say anything more opinionated than anybody else on that other panel. You might not agree with everything that every panelist say, but she's not the only person.
Well, and let's be fucking clear. She's only all of a sudden not qualified now because you won.
Oh yeah.
Like like let's just
go.
I be shutting the fuck up, right?
Go.
And then Jazz be like, yo, no. You could talk. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna shut because I'm a professional. You know what I'm saying? And I care about y'all and I care about my clients and what's in their best interest. But just be sometimes it's just certain shit just gotta be said, man. Like, I don't understand the disdain there. I feel like it wouldn't be a problem with Duchess if Jazz had won. And again, I'm gonna say this again, and I say this with the utmost honesty. This is exactly how I feel. I do understand this year, just like last year, it was kind of like a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of women worked their ass off. And there were a couple others that were just as deserving of the win as Jazz. Everybody wasn't going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't going to be happy, but I just feel like it's a little disheartening and kind of like fucked up and sad to see that kind of backlash. And this person isn't qualified. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know this. They don't know this. You don't even really know what you're saying in those moments when you're saying these things and making those comments. It just kind of puts into a broader perspective where we really are in this culture. And a lot of the issues that take place and a lot of the issues that are starting to occur and a lot of the mishaps is due to ignorance. Motherfuckers is simply not educated. And there's a lot of new fans ushering in. And if, you know, they either not taking it upon themselves to educate themselves or they just simply don't know. You know what I'm saying? And we not educating them. Not that we obligated to. Not that that's our job. But it's shit like this, like conversations like Jazz, that spiel, that dissertation you just gave, maybe a few more of those, you know what I'm saying, every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a responsibility you could take on. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because you could educate anybody on anything and everybody in this fucking culture, which she can. You know what Jazz can do? I like to play this game with Jazz, right? I call Jazz and be like, when it was getting closer to Woman of the Year, when it was getting closer to Wody, I said, yo, you Wody clear. And I would make her defend another girl, and she would defend them to the point where I would feel like Jazz was not the Woman of the Year. Swear to God.
I'm dying.
Am I lying?
Yo, I really used to be like, all right, if I'm gonna pick this person, what's my argument? And I've done it with a lot of women. A lot.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that makes it clear for me because again, I don't think nobody could fuck with Jazz, and I stand on that. But in those arguments and her defending these other women as if she's like she's, I don't know, like she's a fucking panelist or some shit, she'll make me feel like that, like it's all them. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll make me feel like it's not her. So I feel like to be able to do that though is to because you're knowledgeable, because you tapped in, and because you're paying attention, and because you know what the fuck is going on. So I don't know, Jazz. Maybe you gotta do these little TED Talks on motherfuckers every once in a while when something like this pop up. I don't know. Or you don't have to do a motherfucking thing. How about that?
I think TED Talks or whatever it is, or just I've done these things, right? I remember some months ago, Spills, we was talking about Mount Rushmore female battle rap, and Spills genuinely didn't understand the importance of QB to female battle rap. I was in the space, so I explained it to him, and he didn't come off on some nasty like fuck QB. No, he really wanted to be educated, and he respected everything I said, like on some damn, I did not know that. But here's the thing, when these conversations come up, a lot of them I know is coming from people that don't know and don't want to do their research. I don't think that's really worth my time trying to tell somebody something like this. I know the difference between somebody that really doesn't know and somebody that is acting like they know. You know what I'm saying? Like they're acting like they know, like, no, this person is not that. This person is not what they are. I've been around, so I know every single thing about battle rap. I can tell you about every single thing. A league owner, a battle rapper, media. I can tell you about everything because I was around. I can tell you who was the number one battle rapper in 2013. I can do that just because I was around and I was a fan too. You know what I'm saying? Because there might be people around that can't do that. I was a big fan. So as far as just giving history and shit like that, shit just might happen on the fly. But with the Bizzo and Duchess conversation, Bizzo obviously isn't somebody that runs back 10 years, but the Bizzo and Duchess conversation, I felt like it was very necessary because once again, y'all looking at the 2024 Worldie 2 times, it's times 2, and the only thing that I see on my timeline is Bizzo Bomb. That's the only thing I'm seeing. It's Bizzo Bomb. Like, go watch that battle, enjoy it. I feel like that was the shit that I wanted to address for real. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't see all of the negativity that a lot of people may see that people have like tweeted me about or whatever. I don't see it, but I do see people that I follow,
I
and
see it
yeah, I know you see it and their responses. So
a
I
lot.
don't have the full feel of the negativity, but on a general basis, I do feel like those things did needed to be addressed. But frankly, I am very happy with the love that I'm getting. I am very pleased. I love the support. I love that my fans show up for me. And that's another thing. Y'all gotta stop. It's 2025. Y'all gotta stop saying that I'm turned up. I'm turned. In 2025, y'all gotta stop leaning on jazz is more liked. Stop leaning on that. Please stop leaning on that. Because, yes, I'm very likable. Whoop the fucking do. But my likability does not make me get performance of the year 4 years in a row. My
Uh,
likability does not make me get round of the year 4 years in a row, or get
go.
battles of the years, or get bodies of the years. Likability doesn't do that. Because you know why? I have to rap. I have to perform. I have to win. I have to entertain. Likability is a factor in why I'm popular, but that's not the only reason. It's not. So when you want to say Jazz keeps getting these awards because her fan base, yes, I have a big fan base, but I'm also deserving of it. My Vixen performance, was that not performance of the year? My Gaddis performance, was that not performance of the year? Was my Tay-Rock performance not performance of the year? Was me versus Twerk not a performance of the year with the scroll? Like, am I bugging? Did I win things that was way out of line? My 2-on-2 with Farrah and Shuni, was that not a battle of the year? Me and Shice, was that not a body of the year? Or is it because they like me? She's more liked because when I won last year, I mean when I lost Wody last year, y'all didn't say that Jazz is more liked. If I was more liked, I would have won. I would have been on a three-peat.
And I feel like that's simple math right there. And that's why that argument is so, in my opinion, it's invalid and it's a moot point at this point in time. It's time to move the fuck on. Yeah, Jazz is likable for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? But why is Jazz liked? Why is Jazz liked? It's all these motherfucking people, it's all these women Why is Jazz the most liked? For what? I don't. What do y'all think? Because she's respected and because she's talented. Why is Jazz popular? Cause just only because of the Jazz. I was saying this shit yesterday. Only because of the Jazz face. Y'all gotta think the Jazz face does a lot, but it gets her booked to host. That's what that does for her. You think the Jazz face gets her booked to rap? You think that shit gets her booked to rap? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why didn't TBL call any other woman to main event Apollo? Why did they call Jazz? Because they like her? We never did business with them. Because she's popular? What? Why? 40 motherfuckers rap that weekend. It was 4 people that they chose to be main event. Why did they call Jazz? Why did King of the Dot call Jazz to battle Reed Dollars in Philly on a beat? Cause she's cheaper? That ain't it. Because she's popular? That ain't it. Why didn't they call any? I got one better for you. Why didn't King of the Dot call any battle rapper, male or female, to go to Philadelphia to battle Reed Dollars on a beat at an inaugural event? Ask any of your favorite battle rappers, would it have been a privilege or an honor to go battle Reed Dollars in Philadelphia on a beat? Why the fuck did they call Jazz? Why was Jazz and Tay-Rock the main event for Summer Madness and Kingsburst? I got a better one for you. Fun fact, exclusive. Why was Jazz and Tay-Rock in talks to be the main event for Summer Madness any fucking way before it was confirmed that it was a full Kings versus Queens? Swear to God. Because she's popular? All right. Taylor Swift is the most popular pop artist in the fucking world. They ain't asked her to come sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl yet, my nigga. Is everyone okay? All right, we'll shut the fuck up.
Amen. Amen. I'm liked. I might be the most liked, but that ain't gonna carry you
You can
for.
fucking rap.
Oh,
You can fucking rap. Why do we have millions of views on a Funk Master Flex freestyle right now? Why does it go viral twice a week? Because you like how the fuck they supposed to know they supposed to like you, Jazz. You don't say a fucking word. Hey, you don't say a fucking word outside of the raps, right? How the fuck they supposed to know that they supposed to like you? It's the fucking Twilight Zone. But it's cool. My fault. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
yeah, man. Nah, 2025. We gotta again. I do know that I'm the most liked female battle rapper. I'm one of the most liked battle rappers, period. But y'all gotta stop falling on that crutch and blaming the fact that I'm liked as to why I get so much praise. I have a big fan base. Y'all can't say that that's why I win all these awards. Y'all can't. These are things that I am deserving of. Can other people win? Of course. But y'all can never make me feel bad for having a fan base as a rapper. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's the whole point of being a rapper, to have fans. You want people to vote for you. There's a reason that Jay Black came right on time. There's a reason there's a fan vote. There's a reason. You're supposed to promote that. Because you want the fan vote for situations where the panel is split. I told Pop, I said, if the panel, I told him this maybe 2 months ago, I said, if the panel split, I need to make sure I get that fan vote. I had a plan. I had a plan because if it comes down to that fan vote, I need to make sure I did everything I could to get that. When Twerk lost Cody, he lost by 4 votes on the fan vote. You know how sick I would have been? 4 votes, that's it. So I made sure I did all that promo. I made sure. And once again, I'm gonna keep reminding y'all. That shit was stuck at $1,500. $1,500, is that a lot? Yes. Shit, I could use 1,500. It stopped. That pot stopped for 30 days. I watched it like a hawk. Because I wanted to make sure I wasn't bugging. I wanted to make sure I wouldn't be inflating my own ego. It stopped. It had 85 donations with $1,500. I started promoting. I did my promoting for 30 days straight. That shit went up to $3,000. And then I stopped. I stopped promoting. Nobody was talking about it. And then y'all know what happened? I went on my rant, right? I went on my rant. And from that day forward, it was the end of June up until last week, the shit went up another $3,000 because I promoted again. So when I win the fan votes and I win these awards, I know that I put in the work to get those fan votes. I'm not too cool to say, oh, no, I don't want to look like I don't want to look like I'm thirsty. These awards are cool. No, no. Getting those awards mean a lot to me. Winning a Wody belt means a lot to me. Winning two means even more. I'm okay with promoting. I'm okay with that happening. I the fact that I won 53% of the fan vote, that shows the power of promo. 53. And the other and Josh tweeted today, one of the panelists, that I had the most, Coffee had the second most, Hustle had the third most, and Vixen had the fourth most. And guess what? That's exactly how we lined up on the final Wody list. So really, I don't see what y'all complaining about. Thank you to everybody that donated. Thank you to everybody that voted.
And
Teach y'all fans how to squabble.
that, yeah, for real. And also, it's just, it,
Go.
hey, sidebar, you think it'll be too loud if I walk through the Grove right now?
Yes.
Oh, my fault. I ain't gonna do that then. Look, man, this is all the fuck I want to say. Shout out to everybody, right? Because again, it's and you don't have to be a fan of Jazz talent, man. You don't have to be. You don't have to like her style as a battle rapper. That's fine too. You could genuinely feel like somebody else should have won because again, there are others that are deserving of winning the award as well, right? But it just gets to a point where when you got to just, for me anyway, and again, maybe it's just us, and I don't expect everybody to, can't always expect motherfuckers to move the same way or have the same principles or have the same, you know what I'm saying, ethics or etiquette even for that matter. Gotta learn how to take these L's and just go. Keep going. You can
Hello?
express, I'm not saying you know what I'm saying, you can, express your, your disdain or your anger or your disappointment. That's fair and that's fine. But you also got to take accountability and apply some of that shit to yourself, I feel like. Or maybe you don't feel like you have to. I don't believe in that. I believe in taking accountability. She'll tell you. I make sure we take the accountability first and foremost. And then if there's other shit, if there's other factors where I feel like somebody fucked up or did something wrong, we can address that shit after. But in the moment, what did we do wrong, Jazz? What did you do wrong?
Hello? 2023, I realized, okay, yeah, I might have the strongest strength of schedule. But what happened? They ain't like my clips performance. They ain't really fuck with my Big K performance. I wasn't clean. So you know what I did? I made sure that I was clean for the whole 2024. And honestly, I feel like that's what edged me the win. In my personal opinion, the panelists might have felt like, in my personal opinion, I feel like the fact that I was clean helped me tremendously. Something as small as that, it's not small because being clean, that should be your first priority in battle rap. But something as small as that, something as small as that. So when you want to slight the resume, okay, but what about Jazz being clean? What about Jazz being amazing in all these battles? What about Jazz clearly winning or winning a lot of these battles? You just, again, you learn what the issue was, you adjust, and you apply. It's simple. I mean, it sounds real simple to me. Apply yourself. Apply. I got the two-time WODY from learning. I skipped the WODY 2023. I skipped the WODY and I applied myself. It's not the end of the world. It's not.
And which is why I said yesterday to Tati and the boss. I'm not looking at my phone right now. I don't know if they in here, but shout out to them for letting me speak a little bit yesterday. Uh, you winning it this year mean a lot to me because I know you just have fun. You just have fun and you shot for the stars. And for me, you know, motherfucker might look at the resume on the strength of schedule. And yeah, from a resume perspective, you did have we're not delusional, by the way, everyone. I just want y'all to know, like, I know how this works, and I could say, you know, very concise that Jazz had the weakest strength of schedule. I get that, right? But at the same time, it made me happy to see how happy she was all year having fun. And then and on top of it, winning these battles. You get what I'm saying? Like winning and having fun at the same time. And by the way, I'm not saying her strength of schedule is nothing to sneeze at either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a pretty loaded strength of schedule, whether you respect it or not. It was, you know, if it's about resume for you, I understand. Like her strength of schedule, it wasn't comparable to the other ladies. But there's also more things to strength of schedule, right? It's like how much you rapped, how many rounds, time in between. Like, yo, from the Chirac battle to the London battle, that was 6 days. That was 6 days. Actually, I want to hear a funny story. Look, right after the Chirac battle, Jazz gets on a plane that night to Phoenix. Her and Nitty hadn't seen each other yet. They hadn't prepared anything. They haven't done anything. Right? Most they've been doing was jumping on the phone and just and right. Am I right, Jazz? Or am I you correct me?
We was on the phone and we was writing and putting ideas together, but we hadn't like went over any
They hadn't
rounds,
done
and
any
we
fucking
didn't have a
thing.
third round. We didn't have a third round.
Right. So Jazz
And I don't do that. I do not play that last minute prep shit. I don't.
at all.
I was terrified.
At all. But at this point, she not new to this. She did the Loso shit in 3 days. She go to Phoenix. Her and Nitty start. She has to. Jazz don't even get to go home, right? She go from Atlanta to Phoenix, and then she flies out of Phoenix to London.
Nigga, I had summer, fall, and winter clothes packed. In Atlanta, it was like 75 degrees. In Phoenix, it was 109 degrees. In London, it was like 65 degrees. And I had to convert it because they do Celsius.
Oh, but look, right? I decided to trust Jazz on something that I typically don't like to trust her with. She said, "Yo, my man gonna get me and Nitty these flights. He do his thing with the flights and shit. I'm gonna get the flights on a little discount." I said, "Okay." I said, "You sure?" She said, "Yes." Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, she in Phoenix. They practicing. They doing their thing. I said, "Yo, I need the travel info to update y'all calendars." You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers can't do anything without a calendar. By the way, that's a different story. I said I gotta update y'all calendars. She like, nah, he gonna send it today. Jazz, where it's at? He gonna send it tomorrow. Tomorrow, Jazz, where it's at? The next day, nothing. The day they supposed to fly out, she finally tell me. She said, "Yo, this nigga ain't been responding." I said, "What you mean?" She said, "He ain't been responding." I said, "Well, last time you talked to him?" She goes, "She was fucking last week." The fuck you mean? When was you gonna tell me?
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I spoke to him the night before.
All right.
I spoke to him the
But
night
but but
before.
but before the night before, it was like a week prior.
Yeah.
So the nigga goes missing. Jazz and Nitty don't have no flight to London. And this is the shit that I gotta deal with as a manager. Shout out to the managers. Shout out to the boss. Shout out
And
to
I just want to say, this is my last thing, and then I'm out. I'm just out, bro. Cop, you ain't gonna like this, but I don't give a fuck. I want Wody with this terrible so-called resume. Y'all gotta do better. I'm out.
I love y'all, and I enjoy it when y'all do it. I shouldn't have to speak this fucking much. So, go ahead.
All right, so firstly, once again, thank everybody for the congrats and the praises and the flowers. I do appreciate it. Y'all know I always appreciate it. Salute to anybody that voted for me. Salute to anybody that voted in general. Salute to anybody that donated and didn't vote, because that's a thing too. Salute to people that just appreciate female battle rap and um appreciate what we're bringing. Again, the talks after the awards are given is nothing new. It just feel a little different this time around. How you feel about that, Pop?
Um, it feel I don't give a fuck, right? Let's start there. Jazz told me I could say what I want today. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day, great morning, wherever you are. I don't know what time zone you in. We over here, we on PST. It's a little early. We like to get things done early. So good morning, good afternoon, good day. I hope somebody cash at 80 something for lunch. Fellas, I hope y'all having a great day at work or whatever you're doing. How I feel is this. I don't give a fuck, right? Because negative or positive, we're appreciative. And we appreciate everything. I'm gonna go back to what you said. Thank you for donating, not just for jazz, but in general. Thank you for donating in general to female battle rap. Every time we donate, I was the highest donor last year, and I knew that it could have went to anybody. I knew it could have went to anybody. I put $2,000 on that donation last year. Did y'all know that? $2,000. Knowing that it wasn't going to go to Jazz. If I wanted to go to Jazz, I'd give Jazz $2,000 myself. Thank you for donating in general. That shit means a lot because these women mean a lot because these women bust their ass, some of them, respectfully. And there was a few that was quite deserving of a win. It was anybody's award, right? It wasn't like, it wasn't nothing to talk, well, for me, I don't think it was much to talk about, respectfully, but I still understood that it was a conversation. You get what I'm saying? It's still a conversation. There were some great years in 2024. So I as much as it don't feel good, right? I'm not saying it feels good to see, the disdain or the negativity toward jazz, but I don't give a fuck because the positive outweigh the good, and that shows. That shows in the votes. That shows in the wins. That shows in the 15 of the 21 Wody Awards that's occupied by Jazz the Rapper. I'm gonna say it again because it's 21 Woman of the Year awards total over the last 5 years. Jazz the Rapper occupies 15 of them. I'm gonna say it again because I can. It's 21 Wody Awards total. Jazz the Rapper has 15. 15. So I don't give a fuck. We here because we want to be here, and I have not expressed my appreciation and my gratitude and my congratulations to my little sister and to my client in front of the world. Well, it's not really the fucking world, but in front of y'all who I do respect. You know what I'm saying? She deserved all of the flowers. And with flowers comes some other shit too. I don't know what the fuck, what they say. With flowers come thorns or some shit. I don't even know if that's a real saying. We're gonna say it today. With flowers come thorns. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Pop. Thank you, Pop. Um, so yeah, so as far as, I'm not gonna go down my whole year because I did that for 30, 40 days straight. But yeah, 2024 for me was very intentional. Very intentional. Um, I wanted to make sure I had fun. Pop knew that, you know, and because 2023 was not a fun year for me. Let's let's talk a little more about 2023,
Well,
Pop.
well, 2024 was intentional for you, but your intention and your only intention was to have fun. All Jazz wanted to do in 2024 was have fun. And so I made sure that she was able to have fun. What you want to do, Jazz? What's going to be fun for you? I want to go to London and battle the champion, Biz O'Byrne. Fuck it. That's what we doing. What's going to be fun for you? I want to battle Coffee. She really that bitch. She was number 2. Like I got to see. Let's have fun. Everything she wanted to do last year was fun. It was fun for her. The intention on my end came at the Shot Rack battle where I said, I think we could start to line up what you've done so far this year with this criteria that this panel has serviced us. Strength of schedule, performance, moments, impact, material, and consistency. That's when I started to become intentional. And I saw that everything that she was doing fit the bill simply because she was having fun. And so 2024 ended up being, would you say it was your most fun year?
Um, yeah, I would say it was a little more fun than 2022 because 2022 Vixen and Geechee wasn't fun, but the other joints was the 2-on-2 with Farrah and Shooty, the 2-on-2 with Jaden Steens and Shishra. Those was fun, but Geechee and Vixen, those were dead ass serious battles. 2024 I did a lot of doing what I wanted to do and not what the fans asked me to do or what they told me I needed to do.
Yeah. So it was very important for me that 2024 was a fun year for you because 2023 wasn't so fun. 2023 wasn't so fun, but we got through that shit. And how you feel about 2023?
2023, I think we being a little vague, right? Because 2023, that's when I battled the Clips, the Nitty, the Twerk, Big K, Loso, RX, and it wasn't fun challenging wise, but it also wasn't fun because I had to be my own machine. I
Yep.
had to be my own machine. I had one battle with Clips on Kings Race Queens. I had that on URL, and then I had to find my way to other leagues, right? Every other battle that I had that year was on other leagues. Of course, URL would be the league that I would want to be on the most, but I had to be my own machine. I had to figure it out. I never thought that Jazz the rapper would have to deal with politics, and some people probably like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Jazz got to deal with politics. It's not easy being Jazz the rapper just because I'm Jazz the rapper. It's not. How they say more money, more problems. The bigger your name is, the bigger the problems that you gotta go through. So me getting on bullpen with Loso, me getting on the riot with Nitty, me EK starting his own platform and having me and Twerk and me being on Chrome with Big K, these weren't things that I saw in my future. These wasn't things that was the plan. The only plan I had
It
was
wasn't
Rum
the
Nitty.
plan at all. It
Rum
wasn't the
Nitty was
plan
the
at
only
all.
plan I had. Because he was the reigning Cody. I battled Charlie Clips at Icon. I battled Rum Nitty, the reigning Cody, and I battled Twerk and BK, who were front runner Cody front runners. The resume was impeccable, but the route that I had to go on to do that, it was crazy. It was crazy. I never thought that I would have to go through the bounds and leaps and bounds and hurdles that I did to battle those people. And that year it was my most lucrative year for sure. In battle rap, that's the most money I've ever made.
For
but
sure. Say
that's the
for
most fun.
sure. Say for sure
For
again.
sure. Easily.
Say it again.
2023 was my most lucrative year in battle rap. And I'm not even, I think, I know I made more money than a lot of men.
But
Know that I did.
okay, yep. Go ahead.
But money isn't everything, right? So that was the year. Shit, that was the year that a lot of people were saying, shit, I should be Cody. Boom. I ended up the highest on the Cody out of the women, but I was
But
number three on
why
the
was they saying you should be Cody though?
because of the people I was battling, and
And what's
I'm
that
doing
called? What's that
motherfucking
called? What's
that
that
strength
called?
of schedule.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That's strength of schedule. Okay. I see where you're going with it. So I had the best strength of schedule 2023 out of the women. You feel me? I ended up number three. What I do? I'm not tripping off that. Okay, I won number three. How did I win number three? Went back, watched the panel. Okay, I see what's going on. I see what y'all doing, and I let the narrative be. I didn't battle any women. I let people say that. When I did battle a woman, I battled RX. Cool. Let that slide. I got the strongest strength of schedule.
Excuse me. You made a lot of fucking money for that battle. Continue.
Modi, manager of the year. But yeah, I had the strongest strength of schedule, and I ended up being number three. I wasn't even close to winning, right? So I'm like, damn, okay, I wasn't even in a debate for number two, not number one. All right,
And
I
when you was
learned.
number three, what did we do? Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Now
I
you
don't have a
good, you
lot of
good,
time. But
you
when
good.
you was number three, what did we do? We didn't complain.
Nope,
We didn't bash nobody.
nope,
We didn't say fuck the panel. We
nope.
all do, but also I'm not knocking nobody for how they react and how they respond because everybody react and respond differently. We just don't believe in that because again, when the person who wins deserves to win, they deserve to win for a reason. You can't
Mm-hmm,
knock the motherfuckers that's put in charge of determining who wins something for their decisions. It's not like it's a landslide. It's not like it's nothing to talk about.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's not like no when every single one of these women when they win they deserve to win when they win it. And what me and Jazz do is sit back and Jazz will tell you I kept it a buck. You was number three. For I was hard on her for being number three because I understood why she was number three. I kind of agreed. Maybe not number three, maybe number two, but I agreed that she was not the woman of the year for sure.
Yeah,
And
it started to make sense as we broke it down, and again we watched the panel. It took me longer to realize, damn, I see, but he eventually was like, yo, look at the hard facts. And okay, we learn from it, we adjust, and we move on. We dust ourselves off and try the fuck again. You try again next year. That's it. It's 5 people on the panel, 4 people, however much people's on the panel. Cool. Praises to everybody, praises to the panel, praises to all the people that made the Woman of the Year. I'm going to try again. I'll just try again. It's okay. So when I see that my strength of schedule was kind of like a con in 2023, but now after I win for 2024, my strength of schedule is a con again, but in the fact that it's not the strongest, it's kind of like, well, is it Uchiwali or one Mike? Is it strength of schedule should hold a lot of weight or it shouldn't? Or is it that when my strength of schedule is a determining factor for you, you gonna decide if that's gonna be a plus or a negative for me? I'm just trying to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, there's 6 criteria, like we said, and I did this in my promo run. There's 6 criteria. Cool. You could give somebody strength of schedule. I'm okay with. I can't take everything. Okay. I can't take everything. But if you want to give straight the schedule to somebody else, I'm totally okay with that. But now let's debate all the other criteria. I firmly believe the Wody and the Cody, it's a mix of everything, right? It has to be everything. Like you can't have everything weak or you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be a mixture. And I feel like I had a great mixture. So when I see now, fortunately for me, my timeline don't look the way a lot of y'all timeline do. So when I see people like, yo, they're going crazy, I don't see it. But when I see the little comments of Bizzo having to defend himself or the people in UK battle rap that I follow, and I'm learning, hold on, niggas is upset that I won because I battled Bizzo Bond. That's when I start thinking, Oh, y'all motherfuckers don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all see me win 2024 Wody. Y'all see me win Battle of the Year. Actually, let's speak on Battle of the Year. Some people saying Official versus Vixen should have got that. Cool. If you voted, thank you for voting. If you didn't vote, shut the fuck up. Shut up. If you did not vote, you have no saying who should have won and who shouldn't have. But here's the thing. There was only 2 options on that ballot for Battle of the Year. That is sad. That is sad. It was me and Coffee and Official and Vixen. That means I had a 50% chance of winning. Salute to Official and Vixen. That was a great battle. I loved that battle. I was there for that. It was an amazing battle. One of us was going to win. So if you see, I'm a Battle of the Year candidate out of 2. You see that I won Performance of the Year. Clearly, you see that I got Round of the Year. Your response to that is, how did Jazz win Wody? Who the fuck is Bizzo Bond? That's your response? You're ignoring all these side awards and all these other great things with people that you know, and your response is about who you don't know? A panelist on the Cody panel, 2024 Cody, when Tay-Rock won, said my Bizzle material was some of my best material last year.
And they said,
you covering your mic. What you said?
Say that again.
The panelist, I don't want to get their name wrong. It might have been M. Lang. I think it was M. Lang. He said my Bizzle material was some of my best material last year.
And he said this, while debating why you were the highest woman on the Cody list again, right?
My Bizzle battle edged me to be number 11 on the Cody panel.
All right, go ahead.
You know why that was some of my best material? It was 2 reasons. I personally wanted the battle. But you know why I personally wanted that battle? Because I respect Bizzo Bond. Bizzo Bond is amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Bizzo Bond was the longest running champion in battle rap history. And it's okay to not know who Bizzo Bond is. It's okay. I just found out about him maybe 3 years ago. It's okay to not know who he is. But when you are loud and wrong and strong about your opinion on somebody, and your ignorance is just nasty, that's not okay. Bizzo Bond was the champion for 1,009 days. Y'all know I do my research. Somebody fact check me if you want. 1,009 days. So when I went out there and I battled him and I bought my belt all the way 10 hours on a flight, I did that for a reason. I'm not bringing my belt for no fucking reason. That shit is heavy. You go through TSA, you know what they asking? Are you a wrestler? What? No. No. So I brought my belt to battle Bizzo Bond for a reason. That was the card that Twerk and Shawty Horror was supposed to be on. If they put Jazz the Rapper and Bizzo Bond on that card, what y'all think that means? Bizzo Bond means something. It's okay to not know somebody. Bizzo Bond is not a random Joe Schmo. So when y'all see battle rappers go to random leagues and battle their biggest local nigga, Bizzo Bond is light years ahead of them. You cannot slight Bizzo Bond being on my resume. You can't. I don't care if you don't know who he is. The Trouble on the league owner of Premier, he tweeted this morning. Me and Bizzo is now the 9th highest viewed on the Premier Battle channel. That's impact. And it's not only because of me, it's also Bizzo. Bizzo is, what was the thing about Tay-Rock that you had brought up, Pop?
I was just you hear me? I was just I understand I understand the confusion or the questioning behind the comment of like, yo, Bizzo Bond is the equivalent of Tay-Rock. I do understand, because I don't think anybody's the fucking equivalent of Tay-Rock. I don't care what country, what continent, nigga, planet, stratosphere. Tay-Rock is Tay-Rock. There is no equivalent to Tay-Rock. But how I took that comment and how I firmly believe it was meant to be conveyed is that Bizzo Bond is a big battle rapper over there. The way Tay-Rock is revered here, he's revered in a similar light over there. He is a big name over there. That's how I took it, and that's the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. I don't think anyone can compare anybody to fucking Tay Rock. I mean, respectfully, but all due respect, I don't compare nobody to Tay Rock. I speak for myself. But that's how I took that comment. And I think that that's how it was meant to be taken. You know, and I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But go ahead. By the way, sidebar, FYI, Jack, I didn't know this was going to be another rant.
It's not really a rant. It's not really a rant.
Nah, keep going, keep going, keep
This
going.
is not really a rant. I feel like this right now. The fact that what they're taking away from my year is Bizzo Bond is crazy to me. Bizzo Bond, bro. Bizzo, when it's people that been battling niggas that didn't do half what Bizzo Bond did, it's crazy to me. But it's another thing that I noticed that people magnify. Like, women used to get praised for battling overseas. Women used to get praised for battling men. But when Big Bag do it, it's a slight. It's a slight to Big Bag when I start doing these things. And this is something that I just wanted to do. I like Bizzo Bond. So I want to battle him. And even Bizzo actually just lost the belt in August after I battled him. And what did I do, Pop? Who did he lose the belt to?
He lost the belt to Gemini, and then you went back over there
And then battled Gemini and Koj with the alien.
Shout out to the alien.
I'm going after who people revere as the best.
Also, something else you just really wanted to do. There was no, intention for awards, or there was no agenda there for any sort of accolades or anything like that. Jazz mind was so far removed from Woman of the Year in 2024. But like I said, it was me, you know what I'm saying, after the Chirac battle, where I was like, I feel like this makes sense. If I take everything that I learned from Cody and Wody and the panel and the criteria, I don't know, Jazz, this is starting to make a little bit of sense to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. This is starting to make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? As far as women go, you battled the number. We treated that shit like boxing. Jazz battled women last year. Not only did she battle women, she battled women according to the rankings.
And y'all said I ain't battle women, so I decided to battle too. Since y'all put the magnifying glass on me not battling women, here you go. Here's two right here. Bang, bang. Coffee. Battle of the Year. Chirac. Endgame. There y'all go.
But not only that, Coffee number 2, one above you, and y'all hadn't seen each other. You had to square it with Coffee. Y'all had to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had to. Who's next? It was Chirac, because Chirac was number 6. So was it a shot? Yes, it was a shot, but also she was number 6. She was number 6, and the only people that separated her was QB. Jazz already battled QB, and Casey. That's Jazz's sister. That's a friendly battle. Y'all don't want to see that, right?
They don't want they want to
see
friendly battles, but when it come to me, they don't want to see it. They don't mind seeing friendly battles. They don't mind it.
So who was next? Who did it make the most sense to battle far as women go after that? She was right there, Chirac, and it just so happened to be on a big card on the in-game theme and shit like that. So when I realized what was going on, you know what I'm saying, why we didn't have an agenda, why we didn't really have any intentions there for Woman of the Year, I, admittingly so, started to be intentional with the rest of her year, knowing though I still had to do the things that she wanted to do. And what she wanted to do was go back to London and go back to New York.
And fun fact, it was supposed to be me and Geechee Gotti. It was supposed to be me and Geechee Gotti battling in London. Shit came up with him. I had to think on the fly, like, Pop, like, Nitty, duh. I'm like, bruh, what? Genius. Nitty, like, fuck it, we outside. But that was what I wanted to say about Bizzo. Salute to Bizzo, big fan.
And salute to Bizzo. But I want to go back to that 2-on-2.
Well, nobody really talks about the 2-on-2. Like, niggas is mad about Bizzo Bond. Like, damn,
I
what
want to go
Bizzo
back
do
to
to
that 2 on
y'all? What
2,
Bizzo did to y'all, bro?
which was such an amazing fucking
Yeah, y'all
battle,
gotta
right?
watch
Shout out to
that. Y'all gotta
Gemini.
watch that, man.
Shout out to Cole J. That shit was
Cause
amazing, right?
who reposted me? Who
On
re
what? On the 2 on
no,
2?
no, when I battle,
Oh, we talking about Bizzle
yeah.
Bond. Oh shit, Maya Jama. Oh, yo, why don't we talk? Yo, do y'all see? This is the thing. Everybody watch Love Island now. You feel me? Like niggas is watching Love Island now. Niggas don't know Maya Jama. Jazz had the Maya Jama bar. Maya Jama reposted that shit that day. That's impact,
The
my nigga.
the
I'm
battle wasn't
sorry,
even
bro.
on pay-per-view.
That's impact. That battle wasn't even on pay-per-view. That's a
Maya
fact. I forgot that shit on. That's
Maya
crazy.
Jama is the host of Love Island UK. Yes, I had Love Island bars versus Bizzo because I fuck with Love Island and people know that if you follow me. But yeah, like we just because you don't know the people in the other countries or regions does not mean that they don't hold any weight. Because once again, Bizzo Bond is light years ahead of a lot of people that a lot of these battle rappers are taking, men and women. That man was the champion. But anyway, salute to Bizzo.
Salute to
The next
Bizzo.
thing that I woke up to Duchess, damn near defending herself this morning. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I don't know the full discourse of what's going on with Duchess. All I know is niggas saying she not qualified. You not qualified to say who's qualified. Niggas is saying Duchess is not qualified, and it's like, I get it. You might be a newer fan. You're not familiar with Duchess's game. Well, guess what? This is why Jazz is here. I can tell you about any and everybody in battle rap. I got the battle rap facts. And I know that shit off top. You give me a name, I could defend them like my life depended on it. What you need me to defend? What you need me to defend? So I see the first tweet I see when I wake up is Duchess literally saying, how am I not qualified? What? Because y'all don't see her, in 2025, blogging and being media in general, not even just battle rap, but in general, is sitting down in front of your computer, streaming, vlogging. Cool. That's the popular thing. Duchess has been around since as long as I can remember. I came into battle rap in 2011. Duchess has been around since 2013, 2014. She only came around maybe a year or two after I started. Duchess was in the field. You see the shit that Uncle Ra and Hip Hop is Real is doing? There were people before them. And guess what? Guess who was before Uncle Ra and Hip Hop is Real? Duchess. Y'all don't know about Duchess. Y'all know the place where Ike P and Swave do their restore order? Duchess was sitting there first. Duchess had a show there. But y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know about Duchess and V. Y'all don't know